Avengers Endgame has just passed Avatar to be the highest grossing movie of all time. Among the speculations and fan theories about the ongoing route of Marvel Cinematic Universe post-Infinity Saga, Kevin Feige and the gang appeared in the Hall H of San Diego Comic-Con 2019 and blew everyone away. Let's dive into Phase 4 of the MCU. Finally, what should have been the first female-led Marvel film but somehow didn't happen is coming our way. Expected to be released on May 1st, 2020, Marvel Studios' Black Widow will explore the super spy's mysterious past. Joining Scarlett Johansson reprising the role of Natasha Romanoff, the movie will feature Rachel Weisz as Melina, Florence Pugh as Yelena Belova, O.T. Frank Bell as Mason, and David Harbour, who, as a tribute to his fellow Stranger Things character, will play Alexei, aka the Red Guardian. The movie will reportedly feature the Deadpool villain Taskmaster, who I think is a worthy adversary for Black Widow. The Australian filmmaker Kate Shortland will helm the project. While it definitely going to be a prequel given the events occurred in Endgame, it will without a doubt will have ripples all over the MCU. The appearance of the Red Room, which we saw glimpses of in Avengers Age of Ultron, and the introduction of Yelena Belova clearly suggests the passing of the mantle of Black Widow. Or at least, I hope so. Marvel Studios' The Eternals will tell the story of the Eternals, an immortal alien race created by the Celestials, who have been put on Earth to protect humanity from their evil counterpart called the Deviants. Scheduled to be released on November 6, 2020, this movie will open more gates of the cosmic side of MCU. Helmed by Chloe Zhao, who directed the brilliant The Rider, this movie will feature Salma Hayek as Ajak, the leader of the Eternals, Richard Madden as Icarus, the awesome Kumail Nanjiani as Kingo, Lauren Refloff as Makari, Don Lee as Gilgamesh, among others. Playing Tina is none other than Angelina Jolie. Not much is known about the film. Expected to be released on February 12, 2021, the story of Shang-Chi will be directly tied to the fictional terrorist organization called the Ten Rings, which was introduced in the first Iron Man movie, and the Mandarin imposter storyline that made everyone crazy in Iron Man 3. We know from the Marvel one-shot All Hail the King, starred Ben Kingsley and Scott McNairy, that there is a real Mandarin out there, and he is not happy with how these people used his name. In the comics, Shang-Chi is a master of Kung Fu whose ancestry lies in the villainous side. Directed by Destin Daniel Cretton, the movie will feature newcomer Simu Liu as Shang-Chi. Also, Tony Leung Chi-Wai has been cast in the role of Mandarin. First of all, guys, how cool is this subtitle? Doctor Strange 2 is going to be the first real horror movie of the MCU, according to the returning director Scott Derrickson. New Mutants. Elizabeth Olsen will be reprising the role of Wanda Maximoff, aka Scarlet Witch, and this will directly ties to the Disney Plus show WandaVision, which we will discuss in a moment. Multiverse of Madness is set to be released on May 7th, 2021. Taika Waititi will be returning to write and direct the fourth standalone Thor, as if it wasn't obvious from the subtitle. Man, Marvel is killing with these subtitles. Scheduled for November 5th, 2021, Love and Thunder will feature Chris Hemsworth and Tessa Thompson reprising their roles. More importantly, this will mark the return of Natalie Portman in the role of Jane Foster. Waititi stated that this movie will be heavily influenced by the Mighty Thor storyline and will introduce Jane as the female Thor. He passed the Mjolnir to Portman and officially confirmed this in Hall H. This was really out of the blue and nobody knows what to expect from this. In the crazy final moments of the panel, Kevin Feige announced that Academy Award winner Mahershala Ali will play the iconic character of Blade in an upcoming feature film. Absolutely nothing else is known about this project at this moment. Mahershala Ali previously played Cornell Cottonmouth Stokes in the Marvel Netflix show Luke Cage. It looks like the company is completely abandoning the other projects for the sake of Disney Plus. We'll wait and see if it's gonna confuse people or not. Anthony Macchie's Sanderson, aka the Falcon, and Sebastian Stan's Bucky Barnes, aka Winter Soldier, is teaming up for a new show debuting in Disney+, the latest streaming service from Disney. Dang it! Where am I going to find money for all these subscriptions? To entice his poor souls more, Daniel Brühl is reprising the role of Baron Zemo from Captain America Civil War, but this time in the classic getup. Elizabeth Olsen and Paul Bettany are back. Like I said earlier, this show will directly connect to the Doctor Strange sequel. So, watch out for this one. They kept saying strange and weird during the introduction of the series. Clearly stated as taking place after the events of Avengers Endgame, we have no idea how Vision will be back. Or, as the title suggests, will this be all a vision of Wanda? It is not uncommon for Scarlet Witch to lose her cool, as portrayed in the House of M comic book storyline. Anyway, we are all eagerly waiting for this one. Jeremy Renner's Clint Barton gets his own show. In this, we will see what happened to him as Ronin during the blip. And more importantly, it will feature Kate Bishop, who, in Renner's own words, the better Hawkeye. We may see Barton mentoring Bishop to be the next Hawkeye in this series. If that's the case, this will be another passing of the torch moment. We last saw Loki in Avengers Endgame. He has escaped with the Tesseract while the future Avengers are trying to retrieve it after the Battle of New York. Now, the timeline is altered. So all the character arc we've seen him go through, from Thor the Dark World to Ragnarok to Infinity War, did not happen at all. He is still the mischievous villain we all saw in the original Thor and Avengers. The series will follow Loki throughout different time periods where he witnesses and directly involves with various historical events. This is the one project I am skeptical about. Everybody loves Tom Hiddleston, but we cannot solely depend on an actor's charm to deliver a good show. DC's Legends of Tomorrow has a similar structure, and that show is gold. So, fingers crossed for this one. This will be the first ever animated show set in the MCU. But not really. Much like the synonymous comic book series, this will tell our beloved stories with a twist. Confused? Let me explain. We were introduced to the Watchers in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 2, right? In What If, Watu the Watcher, voiced by Jeffrey Wright, will narrate the stories we come to know and love from the main universe. But there will be a point of divergence. A crucial point in the story will be altered, and we get to visit that alternate reality. For example, the first episode of the show is said to be centered around Peggy Carter, who receives the Super Soldier Serum instead of Steve Rogers to become Captain America, while Steve suits up to be Iron Man. Crazy, right? Well, I like crazy, and I cannot wait to see what they have in store for us. Most of the original cast from the MCU will be returning to voice their respective characters in the show. So, that's cool. Overall, the future looks bright for Marvelites. I'm not yet sold on the tightly connected streaming shows to the movies, as the availability is still in question. But the contents and the talents behind them all seem impressive. Introducing more lesser-known IPs rather than emptying the barrel of popular ones seems like the braver thing to do. But at this point, Marvel has earned the right to do whatever they want. And as a viewer, we believe in them to deliver a great product. SDCC 2019 was the first major event after the Disney-Fox merger, but still there were no major announcements regarding the fate of X-Men or the Fantastic Four. But Feige did name drop Fantastic Four and the Mutants. Also, no new Spider-Man or Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 news. Though, to a fan's tweet, James Gunn, the writer-director of Guardians of the Galaxy, did reply that the project will only start once he completes the Suicide Squad sequel for DC. If you like what you see, please like, share this content. Subscribe to Clueless Bingewatcher for more movie news. Please comment what would you like to see from us next. Your support is the only thing keeping this channel alive. This is Clueless Bingewatcher, your entertainment hub. See you soon.